After Darth Plagueis killed everybody on the Wobbegong, he instructed 114D to get him some food and redirect the ship to Moonlist. But after he arrived on the Moonlist, 114D was more or less useless to him. So why did he keep it? And why the hell did he trust him the biggest secrets of the Sith? The medical droid 114D was owned by the Togruta captain Alian Lach. 114D originally worked in a medical facility on the planet Orbao Sky before the Togruta became 114D's new owner. In 67 BBY, Higo Damask II, who was secretly the Dark Lord of the Sith, sneaked on the ship to escape from the planet, because his ship was destroyed during the assassination of his master, Darth Tenebrous. After negotiations failed, Plagueis proceeded to killing everybody on the ship. Everyone was slain in the hands of the Dark Lord. 114D was lucky enough to survive. Well, he's a droid, he technically isn't alive, but still. Plagueis then instructed 114D to redirect the ship to Moonlist and get him some food. After the moon was back on the Moonlist though, there was no need to keep 114D, he was basically useless. If anything, he was a threat as he saw Plagueis slaughter everybody on the ship. But Plagueis not only kept the droid, he also trusted it the biggest secrets of the Sith and included him in his top secret research and projects. So what was that special about the droid? Why would Plagueis risk his identity as the Dark Lord of the Sith by trusting the droid? And the answer is, well, there is no official answer, but still we can just, I'm a fanboy. As much useless as the droid was to Plagueis, I mean, just think about it, Plagueis is at that point probably the richest person in the whole galaxy. He could buy millions, possibly even trillions medical droids. The reason I think Plagueis kept the droid is because of the friendship that he made with the droid and because the droid obeyed his orders, which pleased Plagueis. This might sound ridiculous, but if you think about it, Plagueis was really living alone. He was busy with his research, of course, but even someone as Plagueis needs someone intelligent to talk to. He spent years researching ways to become immortal without really having any contact with other beings. Especially after he relocated himself to Soyorn, he really was alone. After such a long time without anybody even talking becomes struggle. Plagueis loved to have so many people, or droids for that matter, obey his orders. Of course, Plagueis did actually need medical droids to help him in his experiments, but there isn't actually any proof that 4D was that special. He was just normal, regular medical droid. So although Plagueis was extremely wise and powerful being, he sometimes made some questionable decisions, as we can also figure out from his assassination of King Varuna. Sidious wondered about that too. Had he felt compelled to come out from behind his mask, to be honest? Plagueis didn't actually need to tell Varuna his real identity. This was all his decisions. Questionable decisions, to be honest. He failed to let go of his ego, and that did actually at the end lead to his death. To conclude, I think that Plagueis kept 4D because of his ego and friendship that he made with the droid. I mean, he even took him on some of his missions. This was probably really suspicious, like, who actually brings medical droids with you on some of the planets that actually Plagueis went to? But at the end, when Plagueis died, why did Sidious keep the droid? Well, that was different. At the time of Plagueis' death, Palpatine probably knew just about everything that Plagueis did, but in the case that he didn't, he could learn just about everything that Plagueis knew from 4D. Because at that point, 4D was basically the library of knowledge. He knew just about everything that Plagueis did, because they did projects together. I mean, not together, you get the point. We don't actually know what happened to the droid, which probably means that Palpatine took all of his memories, studied them, and ultimately destroyed the droid. James Luceno, the author of Darth Plagueis novel, said that 114D may be one of the droids that operated Anakin, but honestly, I don't know why this would be a good idea. The droid is no use for him anymore. So there is no official explanation to what happened to the droid. So this is why I think Plagueis kept 4D. This is just a small detail that always kind of bothered me, because I don't know why he would actually keep the droid. It never made sense to me, so the only logical explanation is that Plagueis actually loved the droid that much. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Maybe consider subscribing, because, this is my first video, and maybe just saying, but do whatever you want, I don't care.